Just past 100 miles complete as Pep Boys presents the Pennsylvania 500. TNT Sports live at Pocono Raceway in Long Pond, Pennsylvania. Sterling Marlin is the leader after delays for red flags totaling 3 hours and 7 minutes. Put a very halting start to the beginning of this one.
And I tell you what, Sterling Marlin has a very good race car. He's about 3/10 faster than anyone else in the lead lap right now.
Marlin leading. Mark Martin is back in 12th place. Sterling's lead coming into the day on Mark was 55 points. As they run now, it's double that just about. How about that math?
Well, you worked on it for 5 minutes during the commercial.
Marlin up by an even 2 seconds on Tony Stewart, with Ryan Newman third, having just overtaken Dave Blaney for that spot. Dave is back to fourth, and Bill Elliott still runs in fifth position. You know, early in the race, we rode on board with Ryan Newman in the 12, and were wildly fascinated by the RPM he was turning his engine, according to our onboard telemetry.
I'm certainly fascinated, so let's sneak a peek here. See if we're seeing the same deal. Oh, I saw a big number there for a second.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see. Ryan Newman as he comes off the first corner, heading down the Long Pond Straight.
Holding it.
And he's going to turn over 9,000 RPMs in this corner.
9,100 and change.
Could not get off that corner very well. Had to feather the throttle just a little bit. Now here's where we're going to see some RPMs if he doesn't shift. Now earlier in the race he did not shift into overdrive down this front straightaway, and we saw 94, 9,500 RPMs. Listen.
Man, I'll tell you, that sounds good, though. I don't care what. I hope it lasts, because that sounds good.
That front straightaway at Pocono so long, teams use transmissions like were developed for the road courses to put an overdrive in.
And see, if you can twist it that much, which he's doing, if you can twist it that much, then your RPMs don't drop when you don't have to downshift. So he's keeping up on the RPM range, and that's definitely an advantage.
Dave Blaney losing a couple of spots in that 77.
I guess that they feel like that Ryan Newman has not had a lot of road racing in his career, so it would really mess his lap up, his timing up, to try to shift a couple of laps. So what the heck, just turn it a few more RPMs and don't worry about shifting, and he'll be much faster. And right now he's running in third spot, so I'm not going to argue with that strategy.
But he's got the big red Dodge closing in that rearview mirror. Bill Elliott has closed in on Newman the last couple of laps. Joe Nemechek, we watched his struggles out on the racetrack. Well, he's on pit road now, Matt.
An unscheduled stop for Joe Nemechek. He came on the radio half a lap ago and said, Brian, I believe I've got a tire going down. Remember, when they pitted before, they only took on 2 tires. So this will be a 4-tire change because they're not exactly sure which tire could be going down. A costly problem for Joe Nemechek.
And we saw Joe Nemechek smoke the tires trying to leave the pits. That's another problem with an overdrive transmission, is trying to get the car rolling out of the pits.
But you know, one of the things about this Pocono racetrack, at 55, 56 seconds a lap, you can make that green flag pit stop. He'll still be on the lead lap, barely.
Well, he better hurry, because Sterling is coming hard. You're right, though. He's not going to probably lose a lap right here.
He'll stay on the lead lap, but he needs the race to run. He needs a caution is what he needs.
Well, he needs for Sterling Marlin and all these other cars to make their pit stops before the caution flag, before he has to stop again, and then the caution flag comes out, he'll be the leader. Or pretty close to the lead.
I mean, that 40 car is on a rail.
Really good. Look at that.
See how smooth his hands were through there?
And he's leader by 4 3/4 seconds, and it wasn't just a handful of laps ago that Alan said 2 seconds.
Yeah. Sterling has led 11, about to be 12 laps today. In his entire Winston Cup career here at Pocono, 34 races before today, he'd only led a total of 60 laps at this racetrack. Period. He's got it going his way right now. Marlin maximizing points today at Pocono.